I am here with this knife and I am about to muck down on this little beautiful sandwich. But before that, I would like to try and get a nice cross section. I haven't planned anything here. Let's see. Do I want to go diagonally or I'll probably go across like this. Oh my god. Okay, this is going to be ugly. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna muck down on this, guys. I'm gonna muck down. Let's see, a little taste test. That is extremely creamy. The tomato's nice and refreshing. The bread itself, I mean, it's great because you put some extra richness with the QP on top and grilled it. But just as a whole, super nice and fluffy. It's a little bit denser because it's been 3 days since I've gotten the bread. But I'm not complaining at all. I'm gonna dip it here. I am going to have to work out extremely hard tomorrow in the morning. But worth every bit. Pairing with some sriracha mayo over here, so I'm quite happy as a campa. This sandwich really resurrected me. I needed this pick-me-up. I don't know what it is about today, but just one of those days where it was just kind of hard to get things rolling and doing. I started my day off late, which I usually never do. I started at 8 a.m., which is unheard of for me. Usually I'm awake by 6 a.m. I like to go for my walks and get into work by like 8:30. You know. I'm a human of habit. I like my routines. I like to take my mornings easy and then dive into work because my sphere of work usually is kind of creative. Obviously, as you watch this is also a creative endeavor. Obviously, I don't treat this as work. I treat this more as like a passion and like a hobby thing. Absolutely brilliant, man. I don't know how to keep conversation going and also eat simultaneously. Like it's a skill that I'm trying to learn. I really admire the mukbangers that do this full time, man. It's like they're trying to, you know, entertain you, kind of be present in the room and space with you, and do this whole thing. Personally, I find it very difficult. The only time I can ever multitask per se is in the kitchen, and there's a million things going on. But like in normal life, I'm kind of a mess. Can't really focus on multiple things at once. Just in general, like if you told me to do one task and then like simultaneously drop another thing, like I can't function. My brain just kind of goes error 4, not 4. Oh my goodness, that is loaded, man. Wow. But I really commend Nisha and Edith's Baking Co. for doing just such a spectacular job of bringing more awareness to bread, and it's always so nice to see young talent taking on the city. If you guys still don't know, I live in Hyderabad, India, and yeah, I mean, kind of do my own thing, cooking, chilling, selling ingredients, that little range of fun stuff. Also, I love how I'm using this cutting board as a plate, because I was just too lazy to grab a plate. And also, like, a wooden cutting board is always like rustic, isn't it? So I kind of stuck with it. Now we're gonna make it an open face sandwich. I really can't be bothered at this point to be simple. You know what? I have some eggs reserved from before, so I'm just going to dunk it on top here. The eggs came out surprisingly really creamy. I don't know what it is about these brand of eggs called Good Eggs, but I highly recommend them. Super fluffy, man. I really enjoy them. And just the right amount of butter, nothing too crazy, and doesn't taste too heavy. I could be wrong. And maybe I balloon and I gain like 18 pounds tomorrow, but for now, I don't see anything too pressing and too concerning. One part chicken, one part egg. Which came first? We don't know. But I have my money on the chicken, because evolutionarily speaking, it has to stem from somewhere. So you probably get the chicken and then the egg comes. We can also keep debating that, but I think that's a solid one. Avocado ain't that bad. I thought it was a lot more raw than ripe. But that trick really worked, where I squeezed out most of the ripe bit. Genuinely, if I look like an animal eating this, it's because I am. There's no way to eat this in a civil manner. It's just a sandwich that's loaded with so much love that you can't really go about it with a fork and knife and, you know, be very clean. It's not one of those like panini types where it's pressed and it's easy to hold and manage. No, I made these slices thick, like we're dummy thick. So there was no way. I loaded it up with that much avocado. I loaded it up with scrambled eggs. I loaded it up with tomatoes and chicken, and like this is a meal. This is a meal. The sandwich will leave you full for at least up until the next day. Like I have no doubts that I'm not going to be snacking in the middle of the night post the sandwich. If anything, I need to go for a run or maybe work out. Never been much of a evening workout person. I like to play badminton in the evenings. But I had my first like evening workout like 7 p.m. the other day, and that felt pretty good. Usually I'm a morning workout, get the endorphins running in the morning kind of person, but this was a nice switch up, just to end the day on that high note, like just accomplishing just a little bit more. Slept like an absolute baby. So I guess that's the positive part about it. But beyond that, morning workouts always for me. There are studies that show that evening workouts are better for you in general, apparently for strength and just for like fat loss, apparently because you sleep better, because you're just tiring yourself right before bed. But I don't know. I think it's only marginal. If there's something that works for you and you can stay consistent with it, then I'd rather you do that than to stick to those studies and then like you're going and working out only once a week in the evenings. I don't even know why I'm talking about working out when I'm like literally mucking this dirty breakfast sandwich. Done. Oh my god. But yeah, that was a breakfast sandwich segment that lasted a lot longer than I would have wanted it to. Ideally, I would have wanted it to be like 20 minutes, but never say never on the long format content. If people want to watch the mukbanging part, they can watch the mukbanging part. For the people that want to see the process of getting the sandwich done, obviously I don't know if I'll actually take the time out to do the chapters breakdown in the edit section. And oh my god, at this point I'm just playing around. Anyways, cheers guys. My brain has been all over the place today, obviously. Not very concise thought. I'm not articulating as well as I usually would, but it's just kind of the weather and kind of my mood today. But nonetheless, cheers, and I hope your brain isn't as scrambled or fried as mine today. Peace today, bye.